I ngā mana, i ngā reo, i ngā kārangaranga maha, no mai haere mai ki o te poti. It's a clash of the Titans in round 6 of the Bunnings Farah Cup Championship today, with the unbeaten Manawatu Cyclones visiting the in-form third place Otago Spirit as we inch closer and closer to finals fever here at Logan Park in Dunedin. It's also Salika Winiata's 100th match for Manawatu today. The 40-test Black Ferns legend is only the 6th player in Farah Cup history to achieve this feat. What an outstanding contribution she's made to rugby as a player and also as a referee. An inspiration to all. We salute you. This is Anadu Ryle, and joining me in the commentary box today is former dual New Zealand international Mere Baker.
Oh, kia ora, tēnā koutou, no mai, haere mai. Wow, I'll tell you what, it is cold down here with the wind, but at least the track is nice and dry.
And here's the Otago Spirit up front is Doyle, Hollows and Waido. The locks are Johnson and Bean. The loose forwards, Whataro, Miles and Rawiri Wharero. The halves are Cormac and Joseph. The midfield in Hill and Cunningham. And the back three, Church, Campbell and Hume. And on the bench, Page, Church, Pringle, Lavehiho, Gomez, Lithgow, Peyton, Campbell and Va'afusuanga. And the head coach is Craig Snedden.
Otago been in form as well, so it'll be a great match here.
And Manawatu Cyclones, the front row is Mawhileo, Talawandua and Live. The locks are Sturmey and Rakato. The loose forwards, Say, Ferris and Olsen Baker. The halves are Lush and Windle. The midfield, Sturmey and Mete. And at the back, Te Uawiri, Malanifangi and Salika Winiata. And on the bench, Olsen Baker, Tavake, Bert Polowai, Taylor King, Davis Tufunga and Maraku, coached by Chris Wilton.
So historically, Otago, they've played 11 matches and Otago won 9, but the last 2 has gone to the Cyclones. And as you can see, that wind is coming through. So this is going to play into the match, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's a little bit chilly here in the commentary box today, Mere. A beautiful Dunedin day.
Sun's out.
It's Salika Winiata leading her side out for the 100th time here at Logan Park in Dunedin. And what an outstanding career she has had. 100th match for Manawatu, 77 tries, 596 points. And her debut was made in 2001 against Taranaki Whanganui as a 14-year-old.
Yeah, I remember playing against Salika Winiata when she was 14 at the Sevens Nationals. And I'll tell you what, she was this tiny little girl and she just absolutely could wallop people. So, you know, she's had an amazing career, and I celebrate her and congratulate her because she was a great teammate as well, especially for the Aotea Māori Sevens.
In the Otago Spirit side, being led by Maya Joseph today, they come out after beating North Harbour last week, 37 points to 12 at home. And there's a few key players in their side as well that we look forward to seeing this afternoon. The officials. Tanieka Uerata is our referee for this afternoon, and on the sidelines we've got Brandon Hale and Jackson Brearley.
Yeah, if you want to look at the Otago team, you know, the number 7, Miles, absolutely fantastic last weekend. Joseph, and watch out for the winger, Jamie Church, and Keely Hill again has been outstanding for them. Definitely look out for those players. Whataro as well has been fantastic. And for Manawatu, Olsen Baker.
And the ball runner is Molly Wells, 9 years old, and her favourite player is Eilish Doyle. Special moment for her.
Olsen Baker has been outstanding. It's probably had the most offloads in the FBC as well. Most carries as well. Most of her carries have been 28 of them out of 62 have been dominant. So she's the number 8 out there. A little bit on my cousin just to throw that in.
Manawatu have the wind at their back, and Otago kick us off here in Dunedin. And it's Manawatu who have first possession. And a solid run on a turnover straight from the get-go. It's Leah Miles, who had an outstanding match last week. Otago in good position. Bean. Out now to Whataro. It's there for Cormac. Quick hands, they spread it to the right-hand side, and now it's Campbell on the wing. Good counter ruck by Manawatu, and they force the turnover. Fantastic effort. All the time in the world, the clearing kick is good. Well, what a start.
Oh, what a fantastic start there from Otago. Miles again. She's had a good season to start off with, a good turnover, but the counter ruck from Manawatu, excellent, absolutely. That one went and then the whole pack came over and could turn that over in the exit. So now we see that the opportunity for Otago, and it'll be a good opportunity for them, that's for sure.
Otago eventually get the ball to the front. It's a high ball and intercepted. Good tackle. Manawatu come up with it. It's with Farah. And the penalty. And a quick tap. Surely offside. Play on. No. Was there a slight knock on there? So a scrum for Manawatu.
Oh, what a great start from both teams. They look as though they both want to run it. They're looking for that advantage, get the opportunities, and especially I thought Manawatu's defence there. I'm not quite sure what the line out, just a little bit of inconsistency there, not quite wanting it. But this wind is going to be a factor in the line outs, that's for sure.
The first scrum of the match. Paige Lush feeds it, finds Windle. They shift it to the right, and it's going to bounce into touch. There's the execution. Not quite there for Manawatu early on.
Yeah, not quite there. Probably just, probably haven't got the comms up quite, and just not the ball there. But I think the wind is, as you can see, it's just blowing, and it's quite hard to get your timing on that wind. So they'll need to put a good line out here. If that was me, it'd be straight at the front.
Well, there we go. Meta Baker calling the lineouts from the commentary box. It's found the touch. That's right, the wind playing havoc here, Meta.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be a factor all game. Just asking for what the options are there. Otago's go for scrum. That's probably what I would do as well. This wind is heavy.
So Georgia Cormack, the halfback for Otago, feeding the scrum out of the Alhambra club, ex-Rebels Super W player, but also played for Matatu and Wallaroo as well. Made a debut against New Zealand in 2019. The scrum is good. And away goes Cormack. She finds Joseph. Short ball. It's good for Cunningham. She's still pumping those legs, Cunningham. Good run. Reweri Wharero. Cormack. Maya. Joseph with the little kick, slightly deflected. Winiata does well, the experience. All the time in the world. Taken back inside the 22. And it's with Otago now from the back looking to counter. Just weighing up the option is Humes. Cormack out to Joseph. Joseph now, short ball and a good tackle. Still there for Otago. Joseph, quick hands. Cunningham, it's gone backwards. Play on. It's with Church. Scored a try last week. And Otago in the penalty.
Wow, good. It's a good play there, but Manawatu's defence has been pretty phenomenal. They've got someone coming down low, and then they've got the hunter coming in real quick. So Otago need to make sure that they don't get isolated. They're just pushing passes a little bit at the moment. A bit more composure would help.
It hasn't found touch. Winiata from inside her 22. Finds touch safely this time.
Again, Otago will just want to steady the ship here. They had some options out there. Cormack is a really good passer, and she's a good runner with the ball as well. And there are some options in the back and at the front for her.
And to the front of the line out, back for Cormack. And there's a bit of space here in the midfield. Good little offload. And hands in the ruck.
Yeah, it looks like the culprit Olsen Baker in there on the ground and hands on the rack. Leah Miles, that like Kelly Hill, the ex-under-18 Māori international as well. Good offload there, and that's probably what's been working for Otago in previous matches, is they're just getting in behind that gain line and opening it up, and teams have been struggling to defend it.
Otago playing against the wind. A penalty right in front of the post. They opt to take the scrum. A good option.
As you can see how heavy this wind is, the flags in the background are blowing in the wind, as you would say.
Yeah. And the two front rows just struggling to stay up here.
Good to see two solid scrums, this game matching each other. They've got both teams have got excellent props in there as well, and hookers and locks. So it's good to see that they're competing well in that scrum area.
Yeah, Otago only the one loss this season against Northland a couple of rounds ago, 42-20, and Manawatu unbeaten so far. Otago played in the championship final last year, unfortunately going down. A good scrum by Manawatu here, but a Otago penalty.
Yeah, Lush didn't let the ball come out, tried to attack the 8. Just need a little bit more patience on that. Salika's getting the tune up from the referee. It's all right, she's a cop, she can handle that.
She's also a referee.
Yeah, probably the best person to talk to the referee, isn't it? Very well disciplined, Salika Winiata.
Yeah, and Otago opt to take another scrum. So Tanieke Uirata being very thorough to Winiata in terms of what happened there. And so Otago get another opportunity.
Probably the best opportunity. The wind, is probably going to stay up in the wind. You probably wouldn't be able to kick it from this area, and then you've got to contest with the wind and the line out. So probably the best sort of option that they have.
Right, what are the options? Another big Manawatu push. It's Rewari Wharira off the back. An offload to Cormac out wide now for Jamie Church. Weighing up her options as she goes on the outside and taken down. Eventually, Cormac finding Bean. Bean puts her head down. Short ball. It's now with Otago. Inside Manawatu's 22. Joseph has a dummy. Shifts to the right. Finally plants the ball down. Cormac out wide now to Hume. Hume finding Miles. Miles. Took a while to get her down. Doyle. Good run by the prop forward. Gets back up again and has another go. Cormac finds Hollows. They're 4 metres short, Otago. Joseph goes out wide. It's with Hill. Kelly Hill, can she get it down? Yes, she can. That's the first try for Otago.
Oh, wow, what a try, Kelly Hill. But it really started with the back move over there with Leah Miles, and then Doyle making sure she could get up and go again and really open it up for Kelly. Some great attacking rugby there by Otago.
Yeah, outstanding. The momentum, the phases that Otago string together there, going from one side of the field to the other. A couple of good runs in that. Leah Miles, but also Alice Doyle, the prop for Otago, with the rugby IQ there, releasing the ball, getting off the ground, gaining the extra metres, followed up by some more metres, and then setting the platform nicely for Otago. Kelly Hill, the second 5'8" for Otago, scoring the first try. She's had the most carries for Otago this season. 54 carries. Coming out of the University Club in South Otago High School. The kick just holds up in the air. And that just shows our viewers at home how strong that wind is.
Yeah, there she goes there, Kelly Hill. Maya Joseph just puts enough in there, and it just splits the two there. What a great, and bang. As you can see that Sinead Cunningham again, Cheyenne Cunningham, came in as the dummy runner. So opens it up. Yeah.
So good start for the home side, Manawatu. The restart paid off. A little bit of miscommunication by Otago, but they've got the throw in to the line out.
I've impressed with Otago's line out so far with this win as well. They're just really competing at that front. Manawatu would be looking to get a player up quick.
Hollows to the front, keeping it safe. Otago inside their own 22. A little bit of pressure there. Good defence from Manawatu.
Good kick.
And from the base of the ruck, a good kick there, finding touch up to the 10-metre line.
Oh, what an excellent kick. That's game management right there. Getting a good exit from their baseline and making sure you drill it just in front of half-time. And now the opportunity is here to defend.
So Manawatu off the line out this time. They've finally made it inside Otago's half. Here we go. Manawatu, hot on the attack. Short ball, finding Farah, head down. Oh, the ball's just gone back. Oh, the referee says play on. Playing to the whistle nicely, Manawatu. Good run here. That's a rampaging run by Olsen Baker. Ball just in front of Windle. Short ball, Windle. Little dummy goes herself. They now go the blind side. It's Sturmy who goes out wide. And a good run here, but stripped away. Otago come up with it. Hume. It's with Winiata now. Advantage, penalty advantage for a high shot on Winiata. Windle taken to ground, but they'll go back for the penalty.
Yeah, well, you know, Seleka Winiata isn't going to grow any higher, that's for sure. And if you're gonna try and take her down, you've got to chop the feet. She's been known to like step on the inside, so she's really hard to defend. Well, that's pretty sloppy, and you know, it's something that you wouldn't want to give away in that where you are, and it allows a team like Manawatu to come in inching would be the word.
And they're inching closer and closer to the line here. Manawatu looking to get a more going, but not getting out of there. So it's Windle now with Mete. Good ball for Te Uawiri. Te Uawiri still going. Finally goes to ground. Lush, Windle, dummies, gets it out wide. A good tackle by Joseph. It was a knock on, so they'll play the knock on. It's off Joseph's hand, but fantastic defence by Joseph, putting the pressure on Manawatu as they were hot on the attack.
Oh, yeah, that's great defence there by Otago. At the moment, they really are coming out of this first half and applying the pressure all over the park. I'd love to see Manawatu just string a couple of phases and get their continuity going. I think once they get that, they're going to be a real force.
Okay, it's a free kick for Manawatu. So Manawatu looking to convert this opportunity into points. They're down 5-0 early on. Unbeaten this season. Otago are up. Lush. Maraku. Now on the inside, it's Mete. Mete, so hard to put down. Offloads it to Mananafangi. Lush out wide. It's with Sturmy. Now the quick hands, Winiata finding Te Uawiri. She's Oh, they're going to look at it. We'll have a chat to the assistant referee. Oh, it's a try. Beautiful work. It's Shoshana Te Uawiri, the left winger for Manawatu, going in for their first try of the match.
Oh, well, you know, that's what happens when you've got pressure. I said it before, they just needed to hold on to the ball. Yeah, Salika Wiriata again just holding the ball up.
Oh.
And, not much space out there, but she just got on the left-hand side. Again, Salika Wiriata shows her experience, just holds it up a little bit, and it draws that player in and just gives her the smidgen of space to get over the line.
Oh, the strength and power shown by Te Uawiri to get the ball down. Very close to the touchline. Salika Wiriata, 55 points this season. From the sideline with the wind behind her.
Ooh.
Oh, unsuccessful, but got close.
That's a great kick, isn't it?
So 5-all.
It's great to score right here for Manawatu because Otago was building that pressure and they were coming out all guns blazing. So they've had most of the possession of this half. So it's good to make sure that they sneak in there.
The long kick-off there. Manawatu now inside their own 22. Wiriata calling for it. They're going to try and run it here, Manawatu, from inside their own 22. Taken back from outside the 22, Wiriata. So that's gone into touch on the full. Taken back inside from outside the 22. So the line out will now be played inside Manawatu's 22.
Yeah, this is a great opportunity here for Otago to get a good line out. Their line outs have been pretty good. I'm not going to jinx them this time, but they'll be looking to keep the ship steady as they have.
The front of the line out, it's good. Otago out wide, a good run here by Hill, offloading it brilliantly. The midfield looking dangerous for Otago. Wido. Joseph. Wide ball, it's Cunningham. Fantastic defence by Manawatu. Cormac. A long ball for Campbell. And a penalty for Manawatu. Otago holding on.
It looks like that was Rakato over there, getting her hands on the ball. It was good attack there. They just got isolated a little bit there, but man, what a good defence there to turn that over. I'm liking the way that Otago are attacking at the moment. They are really using their centres and the locks.
Manawatu, it's a good line out. Sturmy off the front. And a good run here by Olsen Baker. But a big collision, and Otago now come up with it. Joseph senses the opportunity. Wiriata pats it back. Now there's a chance here for Otago. Church on the outside. Does she have the pace? Not quite. Oh, yellow card. Well, there's a yellow card there for a high shot. We'll play on. Quick tap, Otago. Cormac. It's with Wido. She's gone in high, but gets the ground. They're looking to the left. It's with Doyle. Doyle getting close. Cormac finding Wido. Great goal line defence by Manawatu. And the counter ruck by Manawatu. Yes, they've got the penalty. Outstanding defence.
Oh, yeah, the counter ruck here for Manawatu has been outstanding. They really are committing the players at the right time and the right moment. I think Otago just needs to get in a better position when they come through that ruck area. But I'd like to see Cormac again. She's really good off that base, but she probably could take it to the line a little bit.
Oh, and it's found touch. It's a great touch finder there by Winiata. Just going back to that penalty earlier in the yellow card, it was Ruchi, the number 14, Ruchi Malanifangi, who was yellow card for a high shot. Manawatu, it's overthrown, it's there now for Otago. Cormac, out to Joseph. Now it's with Otago in a good position, and they've lost it in there. Just a slight knock on.
Yeah, just the little errors that have creeping in for Otago. But majority of this, you know, the defence from Manawatu has been outstanding. They have made sure that when they've taken that chop tackle that someone's gone over, but they're hitting hard. And, you know, sometimes when you hit that hard, the ball pops out, so anything can happen.
It's 4 degrees here in Dunedin, as you can see on your screens at home. People are really feeling it on the sidelines. Good Manawatu scrum. Olsen Baker goes wide for Winiata. Winiata now for Sturmey. Sturmey. He's got a bit of work to do. Sturmey does extremely well. Waits for her support. Winiata slots into halfback. Finds Olsen Baker. Now gives it to Rakato. Pick and go for Olsen Baker. Maraku. Intercepted! Can they catch her? No, they can't. Can they? It's Jamie Chin. It's Keely Hill. She's got it. Keely Hill. She's got it. She's got her second try from the intercept.
Wow, 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 wow. The under-18 Māori International. She's been outstanding this year. And there she goes. She's done this a couple of times already this season where she stands and reads it really nicely and just picked it up and ran 60 metres. Look at this here. A good run here by Olsen Baker. And it looked as though that it was just a general, and she, boom, there she goes. And then all it was a foot race here. Here comes the defence, and she's coming across quickly, and Keely Hill just hangs on right to the line.
Keely Hill with her second try of the match. And the kick by Cormac has gone to the left. So 10-5, the Otago Spirit lead.
Yeah, Keely Hill was like one of their top meters as well. So she's on 261 meters, and then just add another 60 year into 300s now. So she's doing well, that's for sure.
Maraku with the restart. It's Leah Miles. She's not afraid of contact. Cormac. Good skills shown by the Otago forwards, but stripped away. Ferris comes up with it. They shift it left. Sturmey. Whanonga. Inside to Olsen Baker. Oh, met by a big tackle from Reweri Wharero. Maraku on the inside. Mete. Manawatu hot on the attack. Olsen Baker, she's in everything. Good run here. They're getting closer and closer, Manawatu. Lush. Taken by her opposite, Cormac. Pick and go time. It's Sturmey. Bit of space to the left. Maraku. A wide ball. The bounce is kind for Te Uawiri. Stripped away again by Otago. This time by Hume. It's still in play. It's a juggling act. Te Atawhai Campbell. It's ended up with Manawatu. Maraku. Slight knock on by Otago, so it'll be a Manawatu scrum.
Wow, wow, wow. That's all I can say. Now, wasn't that great? There was a great attack there by Manawatu, but what about the hits coming from Otago? Man, those shoulder crunches, you could hear them up from the scaffolding that was sitting on here, and Olsen Baker got absolutely walloped in that exchange of barrage from both teams. Fantastic rugby.
Yeah, the contest between the two number 8s, Olsen Baker and Reweri Wharedo, is one to watch.
Yeah, it was pretty good, actually. It was just, if you're going to run at me, I'm going to drop my shoulder hard on you, and you better carry hard. So that was fantastic. It's good to see that they both, even though that she did get a bit of a shoulder in there, Olsen Baker was in exchange twice in there, so it was good to see.
Yeah, Olsen Baker's been extremely busy. The 2-test Blackfern.
Looks like Manawatu looking to show some runners out there. Hopefully there's some face balls and underneath play. And there it is.
Right, here we go, Manawatu. It opens up. All of a sudden, Maraku. Now it's with Sturmy out while the kick. Is the bounce kind for Winiata? Oh! She might have got it, maybe. It just set up for an age. Got us excited.
Oh, absolutely. You know, Manawatu down 1, and here it goes here. What a great kick it is in the back there. And there you go, Winiata, classic Winiata, looking for it. Oh, that's going to be tight.
Well, good chase by Salika Winiata.
Oh, that's why she's a Blackfern, you know. Those are the things that she did when in her youth, so she's still doing it at near the end of her career. Absolutely fantastic.
So Otago now. A big Manawatu scrum and a penalty. The green wave is coming. Ferris getting close. 5 metres short. They spread it wide. Maraku. Now Sturmy. Good tackle. Now Otago with a counter ruck. And they come up with it. And it's been offloaded away to Campbell. Campbell back on the inside to Cunningham. Cunningham! Winiata's getting closer. Can she track her down? No, it's Cunningham. She's exhausted, but it was all worth it.
Oh, wow, what? 80 metres. Manawatu looked as though they were starting to get some consistency and continuity going. And then Cherie Human, Cunningham and Campbell just turned it over. There she is there. Campbell on the inside. And Cunningham, who's been in perfect form all season, has just put the foot down. Here comes Salika Winiata, though. She's not going to give up, but she just changes her angle so she'll be able to get into the corner there. Fantastic. What a try.
Cunningham scored last week. It's her 4th try of the season. She had to work for it.
This is the power of a yellow card, isn't it? You know, when you get numbers down. But Manawatu just seems to me that they're starting to come back and they're starting to get their continuity going. But the defence of the Otago team has been phenomenal. They're in there, they're making sure that they're counter-rucking, they're putting the right numbers in, but they're blowing the person off the ball.
Ooh, off the post, a good effort from the sideline. But Otago now lead 15 points to 5. Isla Pringles come on for Rebecca Wido. An early change for Otago.
Yeah, southern girl from the southern country. She's a bit of a scientist as well. This is early for Otago to be bringing her on. They normally bring her on in the second half with 30 minutes to go or 20 minutes to go. So this is early.
And Maraku goes long. Cunningham, the try scorer, gives it to Joseph inside her 22. Doesn't find touch. Manawatu. They settle things. Pick and go. Good run. Making a whole bunch of meters there. Otago now on the front, Manawatu now on the front foot. They shift it left. There's an opportunity. It's Wite Wawiri. Big tackle by Cunningham. Rakatau. Maraku has a run. Winiata. They give it to Ferris. Ferris back on the inside. Plants the ball beautifully. Rakatau. Winiata. Dummies. Olsen Baker out wide to Sturmey, and now it's with Mete. Mete with the fend, and Mete will go in close to the post, and Manawatu hit back.
Oh, that all started for me from Silika Winiata putting Ferris in that space. It looked as though that she was going to go around the back, but she hit Ferris nice and short. But here it goes. They just open in 2v1 here, just pull the players in. Church probably should have stayed on the outside, but man, Sturmey held her up, so that's a great try.
Yeah, Holly Ray Mete getting in for Manawatu, coming out of the Kia Tour Club. And Manukura, she's made the most metres in contact in last week's match, 49 metres, and she's been very busy this season in terms of offloads and try assists and defenders beaten. The midfield pairing of Sturmey and Mete is dangerous.
Yeah, and also being coached by Christina Sui as well, the legend from both codes, rugby league and rugby. So she'll be pretty good, that's for sure.
Winiata's kick is good. The 15-12 Otago lead.
Yeah, 15-12. Yeah, you would have hoped they would have kicked a couple more penalties to make them safe a little bit. But it seems to me that Manawatu are just starting to flex their muscle here a little and start stretching their legs.
Manawatu are back to 15 players. Oh, the bounce is an awkward one for Manawatu. But here we go, the kick in behind. Oh, it's taken beautifully by Joseph. And now it's with Hume. Hume, they've got a few numbers to the right. It's with Miles. Cunningham, offloads. On the outside, it's Campbell. Doyle, good hands. Johnson. Joseph. Out wide to Whataro. Finding Church. Church. She's still going, Church. Eventually taken down by Maraku. Winiata's come up with it for Manawatu. Kicked away.
Ooh.
It's gone behind Joe. That's an enormous kick.
Oh, that's a fantastic kick, isn't it? That's 40 metres. It just held up a little bit, bounced in here. Really lost it in the wind. What a great kick. Now they're really happy to be down here, that's for sure, from an exit play. But how good was Winiata to come across there? Church looked as though that she was edging in towards that try line, but Winiata came on and snuck it.
Front of the line out again for Otago. That's a wide ball for Hill. And right there was Miles. Joseph. It's just held up nicely in the air here. Winiata. It's tapped backwards. Winiata had to dive on it. But I know there was a slight knock on there.
I'm really liking the way that the forwards are attacking nice and flat from Otago. They're putting a lot of pressure on the Manawatu team to make those front-up tackles, but they're actually getting in behind the line as well, so they're making it really hard for the defence to contend them and control them. That flat attack has been quite impressive, that's for sure. Looks like Tegan Hollows. Bloodburn it is. Ex-captain from the Otago team. Some great experience, Tegan Hollows. She's a great leader as well. Looks like Paige Church is coming on for the Bloodburn.
So just the... Yep, Paige Church is on now up front. So a couple of changes just before half time here for the Otago side up front. 5 minutes to go in this first half. What a half it's been. It's Otago leading 15 points to 12. Manawatu finishing this first half off very strongly, and they've got the ball.
Oh.
Lush, Maraku. Oh, good ball into midfield, but a beautiful tackle by Cunningham. Olsen Baker, Maraku, Winiata. Malani Fungi. The strength of Malani Fungi. They cannot take her down. Winiata. The ball has gone to ground slightly, but the bounce popped up nicely for Sturmy. Maraku, Winiata. On the inside for Ferris. And now it's with Otago, and there's no one in front of her, and it's Jamie Church. She's going to go over.
Wow, wow, wow. Jamie Church, stand up. The amount of tries this year that she's done this year has been fantastic, and there she goes, Gaines. You know, here it was, we were attacking on this right on edge here. It was open, definitely. Winiata thought she could come back. It's like Ferris just really couldn't hold it. And then there she goes, Mrs. Opportunist, Jamie Church. And off she trots, 60 metres.
Yeah, Jamie Church. She's been in try-scoring form. She scored last week. She's scored the most tries for Otago. That's her 6th try of the season. Jamie Church on the left wing for Otago. With all the pace in the world. Pounces.
So she's been in phenomenal form in all the games that she's played. And just, again, those sorts of runs that she's done, countless this season.
Cormac from the sideline. So it's Otago leading 20 points to 12.
Crowd all rugged up here at Logan Park.
Tegan Hollows, the hooker for Otago, has just come back from the blood bin as well. So a couple of minutes to go until half time. Maraku goes long. It's with Joseph. It's a good kick by Joseph into the wind. Goes behind Maraku. Maraku takes it into contact. Now it's with Tuiwiri. She's big and strong, Tuiwiri. She offloads it beautifully to save. And somehow it's been picked up by Rakato in there. Oh, that was great timing by Hume for Otago, and earns her side a penalty. Boy, she acted quick. Cherie Hume.
Oh, all the experience in the world, Cherie. And that was a great attack by Manawatu. I thought they did it well, and they probably just needed to settle a little bit there, but Hume with the timing just came over top.
But Manawatu looking dangerous from the back. Te Uawiri has been very hard to put down. And Rachel Rakato ending up in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, Rakato, she's really experienced and a great offloader, and she's just one of those really good players to have on the team.
So good defence by Manawatu from their lineup. Yep, and it's a slight knock on, but it'll be half-time. In an entertaining first half of rugby, it's the Otago Spirit leading Manawatu Cyclones 20 points to 12.
Formula One lights up the Netherlands on Sky Sport.
Vamos, come on! And it's lights out and away we go! A new adventure in Formula One.
Starts Friday. Sky Sport.
Hi ho!
Hi ho!
Hi ho! Hi ho! Hi ho! Hi ho! Hi ho! It's home from our we go. Hi ho! Hi ho! It's home from our we go. Hi ho!
Would you rather toes for nipple or nipples for toes?
Itching stubbing your nipple.
Would you rather live with the regret of something you did or something you didn't do?
Alright, I've got one. Would you rather have gone out with your mates last night and had too many beers? And maybe thought about everyone else in your life? Or would you rather have gone out with your mates last night and jumped in your car and get stopped by the cops? What would you rather?
This is the DP World Tour.
One time for a winner. One time for a winner. One time for a winner. Put your hands in the air. One time for a winner. 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 Put your hands in the air. One time for a winner.
Wonderful stuff from McElroy. He's bulletproof right now, isn't he? The story continues.
Spend less time searching and more time watching. Enjoy a transformed, personalised entertainment experience with Sky and your favourite apps all in one place. The new Sky Experience. Make it yours.
Welcome back to the world of River Cottage.
Hugh Fernley Whittingstall is heading back to the cottage.
Lovely morning, Mike. Gorgeous morning here.
In the mouth-watering new series.
I'm reuniting with old friends.
That's amazing. A wonderful explosion of flavours.
Meeting new neighbours.
Enjoying that. Yeah.
And reaping the benefits of what nature has to offer.
Cheers. Cheers.
The new series River Cottage Reunited. Tonight, 7:30 on Living.
People like us, we need power. We need to feel alive.
Give us common folk one taste of power. Nothing is ever so sweet again.
In this world, you can be whoever you want.
What does it feel like to be a king?
Today, don't miss any of the show-stopping action.
You have witnessed wonders! What a cat gets me!
The Unreal Game, the NRL Telstra Premiership, live on Sky Sport. Coverage brought to you by Bunnings Warehouse.
Welcome back to Logan Park in Dunedin, and it's half-time here. It's the Otago Spirit leading the Manawatu Cyclones 20 points to 12 in a very entertaining first half of running rugby. The first try of the match was scored by Keely Hill for Otago. They were hot on the attack early on and they went over for the first try, did Otago, and then Manawatu came in and hit straight back with Te Uawiri on the left wing. There was a bit of a question mark on whether she got it down, but it was safe. She got in, the power, the strength got her over. And then Manawatu again. It was with Maraku, and the pass was intercepted. And this was an outstanding chase. But it was Keely Hill who went in for her second try of the match. And Otago with a strong start to this match. Cunningham then passes it to Campbell, who passes it back on the inside to Cunningham. And Cunningham had about 60 metres here to run. The legs were starting to give up on her, and she saw Winiata and just swerved slightly to the right and got over for Otago's third try of the match. In Manawatu, they needed to come back, and they did. They came back very strongly and was in the form of Holly Ray Mete, the centre. And then just before half-time, Winiata tried to pass it back on the inside to Ferris. It was put to ground and Jamie Church pounced on it, and there was no one in front of her. Church went over for the final try before half-time. And so there we have it at the break. It's Otago, the home side, in the lead against the Manawatu Cyclones. It's 20 points to 12. See you shortly.
Who will stand up and take it all?
What a finish!
Love every minute. The Farah Palmer Cup, tomorrow, live on Sky Sport.
When we say lowest prices, we mean it. We keep costs low by buying in bulk so you save more.
We've got pallet loads of Super Tool 105-piece toolkits, just $59. And stacks of Monstera plants, only $14.99.
Where you find a competitor's lower price on the same stocked item, we'll beat it by 15%. Bulk? I'm bulking too. Lowest prices are just the beginning.
Does that mean you had 70 birthdays?
Oh, we're on.
Yo, Dad, run it straight. Oh, Dad, you okay?
That was just a practice. We on. Look, Auntie, you ginger nut. You mind? We're on. We on. We're on. We on, Auntie. We on.
Keep your whānau protected and get your COVID booster today. We on.
Robert Rabbit has lost his boots. Looking. He found them. No.
And done.
The Gen 3 supercars are lighting up Australia. Camaro versus Mustang.
This is going to be a ripper. Wow, that was unbelievable.
The stars of supercars versus defending champ SVG. The race is on. The Ben Super Sprint, live Sky Sport. Coverage proudly brought to you by Repco.
What do you want for it? In the honor of the Colonel, I like to give you a finger-licking good deal.
How much are you looking to get? A lot of money. As tax, what is it worth? $2 million. Damn.
5 for all new porn stars. 7:30 tonight.
The legend becomes immortal.
Aussie rules for a reason.
Something extraordinary. Straight into football folklore. Unbelievable. It's only one man to cover himself in glory. The Saints.
The AFL, live on Sky Sport.
You've witnessed moments you'll never forget. Now all the skill, drama and passion comes down to this. Witness incredible. Spain, England, Sunday, live on Sky Sport 1.
Sky Sports serves you up the world's greatest tennis players at some of the most prestigious tournaments.
And yet another success story on the ATP Tour. Oh, you are kidding me. What a game this is turning into. That is unbelievably good. Oh, what a moment.
ATP Tour Masters 1000, live Sky Sport.
Oh, that's exquisite.
Today, don't miss any of the show-stopping action.
You have witnessed greatness. What a catch! It's
The Unreal Game, the NRL Telstra Premiership, live on Sky Sport. Coverage brought to you by Bunnings Warehouse.
No mai hoki mai ki o te poti. Welcome back to Dunedin. It's the Otago Spirit leading the Manawatu Cyclones 20 points to 12 at half-time. And there's some interesting results in other matches as well. It's half-time between Tasman and Northland. Northland winning 7 points to 6, and Canterbury leading Counties Manukau 14 points to 7 on the other Sky Sport channels as the two teams come back out for the second half. And what a first half of rugby it was, Mede.
Oh, absolutely fantastic. You know, Otago for me have been the most opportunist, and everything they've got have been laid out for them. They've scored at Churches, the Hills and the Cunninghams, but it feels though Manawatu are just, I think the second half is going to be a little bit different. I feel as though they just need to be a bit more patient on the ball. When they do have the ball, they attack so well. They attack in spaces and get behind the defensive line. And it's really that last phase, they need to be a little bit more patient, make sure that they take care of the ruck and then attack from there.
Yeah, well, that's right, Mede. Manawatu, they've got the best attack in the competition. They're number one in points, they're number one in tries, they're number one in metres gained, they're number one in defenders beaten. So they are an attacking side. It's just the final execution in that first half, not quite there, but let's see. The second half coming up, they're down 20 points to 12. This Otago Spirit side has come out strongly in this first half, and we're underway for the second half. It's with Otago.
Oh, wow.
Now that's a big boot. They've got the win behind them in the second half, Otago. And a good run here. Oh, brilliant offload as well. Back on the inside, taken down eventually. Maraku. A little dummy by Rakato. There's hands all over that, so Manawatu get the penalty. Lush taps and goes. Sturmy. Olsen Baker plays halfback. It's Whanonga playing first five. Lush. Short ball for Olsen Baker. She's taken out poor old Tanieka Uerata. Holy hecker.
Holy hecker, all right. Now, you're getting shoulder charged by Olsen Baker. I'd like to see Olsen Baker, I was just about to say, I'd like to see Olsen Baker run a little bit more. But dang, here it goes here. And this is what she does well, but man, it drops the shoulder on the referee.
That was only half a shoulder.
Yeah, she's a great run. I'd like to see her run more with the ball and free herself for a little bit. She's a great offload game as well, Olsen Baker. I do like the Locks and the Ferrises and the Rakatos in there for the Manawatu. They're such good ball players.
Manawatu scrum has been strong this whole match, and Olsen Baker off the back gets past a couple. She's still on her feet. Finally taken to ground. They shift it right. Winiata puts a little grubber in. Bounces nicely for Otago. It's been deflected off an Otago head. Oh, it's back with Otago. Somehow, that was slightly confusing, but we're back And a good kick in behind. And running backwards is Ferris. Good little step by Ferris. Getting close to the sideline. The offload on the inside is good. And away we go. Breaking free now. And a slight step. That's Mete. She's still going. Finally taken to ground by Miles. Manawatu had the advantage. And another quick tap. Lush gives it Winiata. Now out wide. They give it straight to Malani Funny. Malani Funny. Push back. Short ball. Manawatu stringing the phases together now. Winiata. Quick hands. That's good. It's Say. Say still going. Taken in a wonderful tackle by Joseph. Maraku. They go wide. It's with Ferris. Strong, powerful Ferris looking for support. A foot and touch.
Yeah, that was a great passage of play. It started right back from the 22 from Ferris and ended with Ferris in the other 22. Some great continuity there. Mete again showing her worth, that she spots the gap and puts their foot down in the accelerator. So we're good to see them defend this Manawatu. And we're great to see the exit coming out here from Otago.
They go to the middle of the line out this time. Hollows has her hands on the ball at the back of this maul. Cormac kicks it away. It's now with Te Uawiri. Winiata. Off the right, off the left. Nelson Baker. Long ball. Malani Fungi. Mete. Finds Malani Fungi. Slight knock on by Otago, so Manawatu have the advantage. Good hands by Olsen Baker. Pops it up nicely. Manawatu, it's a high ball, it's with Whanonga. But referee says knock on, a slight knock on there by Manawatu, so it'll be an Otago scrum.
Oh, there's a good attack there from Manawatu. It feels like the roll, the wheels are starting to get in motion for them. They're starting to get a bit more continuity. The ball is actually sticking to the hands in this second half in the first, 5 minutes. It'd be good to see if Otago can hold their scrum, because the scrum for Manawatu has been excellent.
There we go, Salika Winiata. Yes, it's your 100th match. Historic milestone for one of the legends of the game. 40 tests for the Black Ferns, 39 tries. Second most test tries. Made her test debut against Australia all the way back in 2008. And of course, the Black Ferns Sevens Rugby World Cup winner in 2013.
Yeah, and you've got to go back before that, Aotearoa Māori Sevens as well. So been around since she was 14, an absolute legend.
Otago get it from the scrum. Joseph running strongly. They shift it left. Hume. A long ball put down by Church. She had the right idea. It's just the wind playing havoc.
Yeah, you've got to getting used to that wind again, and they'll have it at the backs this time, so it does sit funny in the air. You've got to work really hard with your pass, especially if you've got it behind you. You can float a little bit in front.
Yeah, well, Maya Joseph, the number 10 for Otago, looking very good today. Settling play, she's leading from the front, the captain. She was the Farah Palmer Cup Player of the Year in 2022. An outstanding talent. Manawatu with yet another big scrum. Maraku. Now into the midfield. They're looking for their options here. It's just gone behind Winiata. A left foot step. Another left foot step. Passes it away to Malani Fungi. Olsen Baker. run here by the front rower. Making meters. And Manawatu stringing the faces together. Maraku, she has a go, but met in a big tackle by Miles. They now shift it left. Manawatu, Winiata, Te Wawiri. They're playing a penalty advantage, so they'll go back.
Long advantage there, all the way back on the right-hand side. Head high. Te Whanga looks like she's coming on, the ex-Blackfern Sevens player. She's got some speed, that's for sure, and she's a great ball carrier. Be good to see her playing again. She's been in Japan for a while.
And Malani Whangi coming off.
Oh, she's going to definitely add some spark in that midfield. I've enjoyed both of the midfield from Manawatu. They really do know to hit spaces and create some space as well. Wow.
Another huge Manawatu scrum here. Olsen Baker got past one on the inside. That's beautiful. That's Whip Ferris. Maraku with a big dummy. Sturmey is looking to pass, but takes it to ground. And stripped away, but there was another advantage being played for Manawatu, so it'll be another penalty.
Yes, Sturmey always attacking that line and creating some space. She seems to just be able to get in behind the defensive and open it up a little bit. She doesn't look that quick, but she's actually, when she hits the pace and hits the line, she's actually coming at a lot of pace. She's really hard to defend. Manawatu's scrum has been outstanding, isn't it? Probably Otago needs to do something about that.
Yep, another good scrum here by Manawatu. Yeah, they got the advantage as well, penalty advantage. Olsen Baker, very hard to put down. She's still going. Lush, out wide to Whanonga. They go left. They've got numbers too, and it's Layla Say. Offloads it, but the assistant referee's flag is up. But yet another penalty. And another quick tap by Lush, finding Whanonga. Big collision there. Ferris! Ferris is close. Pick and go by Whanonga. Is she over? Yes, she is. Manawatu hit back.
Oh, for me, that comes back to the Manawatu scrum. It's been dominant, and they're putting a lot of pressure on Otago, and it ends up being a penalty. And then Ferris again, there she goes there, nice. She gets that ball nice and quick, and from there it's an easy pick and go with her mate there, Rakato at the back. Some good defence there by Otago, but you can't do much about that.
Marilyn Whanonga going over. Again, she scored last week as well. Hard to stop that close to the line as Winiata adds the extras. And so it's Manawatu getting closer to Otago. Otago leading 20 points to 19.
Yeah, Manawatu seems to be like they're just starting to run a little bit more. They're controlling the ball. They're being a bit more patient. For me, Otago needs to control their scrum. Once they've done that, they can actually get some front foot ball because Olsen Baker's having a field day at the back there.
Awesome. Baker does well to hold on to that. Away she goes. Little dummy by Elson Baker. Oh, it's been lost and it's popped up on the Otago side. Joseph having a run, finding Cunningham. Cunningham with a little dummy. She straightens, looking for support on the outside. It's with Campbell. He's just come on for Otago. Hume. Pringle, good ball. Cormac spreads it out wide. It's with Rawiri Wharero. They go left. They need to keep going. There's numbers galore, and on the outside and at the end of that line is Jamie Church.
Oh, wow. That's a great comeback there. That's a team try from Otago. And they all started way back here by Cunningham just straightening up here. Well, I guess Maya Joseph really started that. And then Cunningham again straightening it up for Campbell. But Cormac has been in there, getting the ball. Hume, Whatero. And there you go, Jamie Church gets a double.
Jamie Church has now scored her 7th try of the season for Otago on that left wing. There's been a lot of action out that way today. And they just needed to put it through the hands. She was at the end of that line, Jamie Church, and Otago hit straight back.
Now, you talk about young players like Jamie Church and Campbell as well on the other side. And Cunningham, the young players that are really playing way above their years.
Cormac's got it from the sideline. An outstanding kick.
Well, then you've got your experience like the Humans and the Cormacs coming in and really starting to show their worth. Cormac was in those 4 phases and a nice quick ball from the halfback. That's what held them in there.
And a restart, Otago. It's now with Leah Miles. Little dummy there by Hollows, but goes to ground. Joseph.
Oh, great kick.
It's high and long.
How good has Joseph's kick's been going? I know that they're offside there. But, man, she has got a powerful boot, hasn't she?
She does. Manawatu now with the penalty. I think Otago were offside inside the 10 on that kick.
And that's a great move from Manawatu. They've had a dominating scrum here. And that's exactly what they want to do. They want to keep on dominating. Even though they've changed their forward pack, they want to keep on dominating. Looks like Pringle is gone for the day.
Paige Lush with the ball. She scored 2 tries last week. The halfback from Manawatu. Feeds the scrum. Another dominant scrum there for Manawatu. Lush gets it away nicely for Winiata. Should love to score a try in her 100th match, Winiata. Yep, wide Sturmey. Now with the replacement who's just come on. Davis out wide, back on the inside is Tufunga. Step back on the inside is Mete. They plug the blind side. Davis. So Tavake. Ngano Tavake. Also just come on for Manawatu. Winiata gives it to Sturmy, but a slight knock on.
Oh, wow, yeah. But it's like, no, it looks like Winiata's not gone into the 10 position, which is actually going to steer the ship a little bit there. But a big push here from Manawatu is probably on the cards, putting a lot of pressure. Ferris getting a break here. Man, she covers some ground.
Yeah, Rihanna Ferris. Good game by her. It's Eleanor Plum King coming on to replace her.
Otago haven't quite got their scrum sorted yet. Look, they've lost Gorinsky from last week in there. Just need to hold a little bit tighter.
It looks like Mete's moved out to the wing and Tufunga's playing at centre for Manawatu. A big Manawatu scrum. Somehow, it's there with Rawiri Wharero for Otago. Joseph. Oh, she decides to run it. Long pass. Now it's with Campbell. Enterprising play by Otago. But risky. And now it's a Manawatu penalty.
Oh, yeah. Manawatu backline was up so quick there. And that was a hard decision for Joseph to make. She either was going to get it, she wouldn't be able to get the kick away, or she had to go long, and that's what she did. But couldn't quite, got isolated out there, and the forwards on the other side here turned the ball over. But again, great decision here for Manawatu to go for the scrum.
It did not take Winiata long to make that decision. She knew straight away, scrum.
You know, 27-19, there's not much in it here, so these decisions that you're making are crucial.
Winiata is in the driver's seat. She's slotted in to first five. Olsen Baker off the back. And Leah Miles does well to contain her. Now Winiata passes it out wide. They shift it all the way to the right wing. It's now with Davis. What an offload from Davis. And it's on the outside. A big tackle by Joseph.
Well, there you go. That's called courage over there. Any young 10s out there making sure that you get across. Davis here, what an offload. Comes in here, Meti there, big fin, and bang, Joseph just comes across. Cunningham is outstanding on the below there for the tackle as well.
Yeah, Meti just ran out of space there. Otago is tapped back, danger time. Joseph will have to ground it. It'll be a goal line dropout, I think. No, it's taken back, so it'll be a 5-metre scrum for Manawatu.
Well, here you go again, you know, putting a lot of pressure on here. Manawatu are just coming through on defence, and you really... Joseph had no option but to do that. But here we go, back at the scrum. And I would be looking at Olsen Baker to have a crack at this from the back.
So here we go. It's with Lush and Winiata. Oh, it's come off the shoulder and it's popped up. The bounce is good. It's with Cormac. She passes it on the inside to Whatero. That's beautiful support play by Zoe Whatero. Oh, a penalty for Manawatu this time for holding on.
Oh, wow. What a collision, though, there from Say and Whatero. Great defence there. Bit of decision-making there, but Winiata's like, let's get going.
All righty, tap and go. Manawatu. They had a huge opportunity just moments before. Olsen Baker with the short ball. Good defence by Cunningham. Lush, Winiata. Short ball. That's good for Manawatu. Getting over the advantage line. And that smart play. There's a penalty advantage coming. Winiata knows it. But play on. It's Say. Good tackle by Church. And we'll play the penalty.
Not releasing there by Hollows. Oh, look, Manawatu just sort of getting into their stride, holding on to the ball, being patient with it. Winiata has come in and started really taking control of this game. Not the greatest kick, but the wind is like really heavy over there.
You can't blame her.
No.
And Manawatu. They've looked threatening all match. They just haven't quite been able to get over the line. Otago leading 27-19. Winiata. The ball not quite finding Olsen Baker, but there's another penalty.
Could be a bit of offside here, the backs, and that's something that Otago, they're up quick, but the referee's probably suggesting a little bit too quick. Their defence has been fantastic. They probably caught Keeley Hill coming, trying to get another intercept. It's good captaincy here by Joseph, asking the question, having that discussion. Stay on side.
Well, there's been a string of penalties for Manawatu as Winiata taps it quickly and they shift it to the right. It's with Sturmy. Lush Winiata takes it to the line. Winiata again, it's a dummy. Tafunga wanted it. Winiata taking the option to go herself. Tafunga. It's been turned over. It's Cunningham. And it's been kicked into touch, but outstanding effort by Cunningham at the breakdown.
Yeah, what a turnover by Cunningham, and you know, she's been doing this all season. It's something that she's been her bread and butter as her defence. Outstanding defence last week and again this week.
Te Uarangi Olsen Baker's come on at hooker for Manawatu as she prepares to throw it into this line out. Yeah, not straight.
Well, you can't really blame her. Like this match has been doing pretty well with only 1 or 2 in this win. So to come on and throw in this win is it's a big ask, isn't it? Tegan Hollis is just like, well, I'm going to give it a crack, see how I go.
Yeah, that was an interesting decision for Otago. They had the option to go for the scrum, but they decided no, we'll take the line out instead.
It's probably been working for them, hasn't it? Well,
and now it's popped up on the Manawatu side. So both teams having issues at line out time. Winiata. The ball's just gone to ground. Eventually picked up by Tafunga. Takes 2 to put her down. Sturmy. Short ball. Olsen Baker. Put down by Manawatu. So advantage being played for Otago. Cormac puts the kick in behind, and it's a good one.
Yeah, that's a great kick. That's a great kick, you know. They've just pushed Manawatu back just outside the 22, and it gives them an opportunity to defend. It makes Manawatu have to work a little bit harder as well. I'd like to see Olsen Baker carry more. You know, she is one of the best carriers in this competition, and I want to see that.
And to the front with Sturmy. Winiata. Coming up quickly on defence, Otago. Really shutting down the options in midfield. That's a long ball by Sturmy. They shift it to the right. Back on the inside to Funga. Good offloading here. This is great stuff by Manawatu, keeping the ball alive. Winiata. Short ball. Slightly Stilted there by Olsen Baker.
Might have missed that knock on there a little bit.
The Otago bench were going off. Winiata. Quick hands.
That's a great ball.
There's some numbers to the left here. It's been put to ground and Otago come up with it. Advantage for the knock on for Otago. Good little pass in centre field. Joseph gives it out wide to Hume. Cunningham gets the hand out, Cunningham. And a good offload. That's a good run. Liberty Farero. Goes as Joseph. That's gone backwards. Play on. Lavehio. Now there's some space to the right. Good defence. Picked up nicely. It's with Manawatu. And it's with Eleanor Plum-King. She waits for his support. Te Uawiri. Sturmy. Winiata. Put to ground. Otago had the advantage. And now they've got the penalty.
Wow, what an exchange of play. Like if it isn't Manawatu on the right-hand side, it's Otago on the left-hand side, or Manawatu on the left-hand side, Otago on the right-hand side. They're both attacking with basically trying to out-attack each other right now. But I do like the fact when Otago defend, that inside player is coming so tight that they can have an opportunity to attack off the defence. Great kick there by Maya Josephs. So what I mean by that defence is that if it spills or anything, like they're the first ones there picking it up. And that's how they've been able to attack so much. It's been on their inside defender working so hard. Now the wind seems to be really blowing now. Feels like I'm getting pushed off my chair.
The line out has just been slightly knocked on there by Leila Say.
Yeah, it's pretty hard when you've got interchange bench and the impact players coming on to get the continuity, but both teams, especially this win, have done the best they can. And now for me, it's just Otago to hold, get that scrum nice and solid so they can get that platform to attack again. You've got an inside here with Campbell on the back line, and then your outside's backs there with Hill and Cunningham ready to go.
So the last time Otago beat Manawatu was back in 2014. They won 20 points to 15 on that day. It's been a long time coming. Manawatu winning the last couple of matches between these two sides. Ten minutes to go. It's Otago leading, 27-19. The scrum holding up. Okay, Te Wiri Wharero. Joseph gives it to Cunningham. Offloads it nicely to Cormac. Good hands. They spread it wide quickly. It's now with Hume. Hume. Off forward pass.
Oh, that looked like it was starting to come into something. Cormac again getting around there nice and tight. She's so quick from the ruck area. That was fantastic ball, but just a little bit forward there. I tell you what, Wharero at the back there has had an outstanding game. Her scrum has been going backwards all day, and then she takes 30 metres. That's fantastic. That's what you need from your number 8.
Yeah, and a good crowd here at Logan Park, all wrapped up nice and warm with the beanies on. Another strong Manawatu scrum. The ball's just gone to ground, putting pressure on there, and good defence by Otago. It's still there for Manawatu though. Lush gives it out wide. The ball just gone slightly above there, but doing very well to regather. Now this advantage for Manawatu. There was a slight knock on in that breakdown by Otago. So there'll be another scrum for Manawatu.
Yeah, Leah Miles just got in there, tried to get her hands on the ball and just slightly knocked it on, but man, she got onto it pretty quick, didn't she? A great opportunity here for Manawatu to attack again. The back line for Manawatu is spread right out. Meti's come on there, just in behind the two centres, Sturmy and Tawhanga. So Salika Winiata has got a few options here. And they were all really good, strong runners too, so they're pretty good options as well. Not quite happy with the scrum there, the referee. Manawatu want to run this clock down a little bit, I think.
Well, time is against them. They need to be the next team to score. If they've got any chance of remaining unbeaten in 2023, this is the penultimate round of the Farah Palmer Cup. They're sitting at the top of the table. Winiata out wide. Oh, that was got on the outside. Fantastic play there from Sturmy. Winiata. Olsen Baker breaks free. Good tackle by Miles. Winiata still got it. Referee says play on. Now out wide to Layla Say. Outstanding defence by Jamie Church. Oh, it bounces nicely for Taylor, who's just come on for Manawatu. But now it's with Otago. Miles. Cormac puts another kick in. Te Uawiri running it straight and hard. Oh, big tackle by Cunningham. Sturmy out wide. Pops up for Sturmy and another long ball. It's with Say on the outside. Big fin by Say. She's got one to beat. Keeps the ball alive and it's dived on by Otago. Opportunity's gone begging for Manawatu as Joseph clears it away and it will find touch.
What a kick by Maya Josephs. That's a 45 metre kick and now outstanding. I'll tell you what though, Farah, the number 8 for Otago, jumped on like that like there was no tomorrow and turned that ball low. That there was basically the rescue that they were looking for.
Sturmy wins it from the line out and away she goes. She needs support. There it is. Lush. Bert Poloi. This is a good run by Plum. King. Tawhanga. Davis. Davis still going. Tawhanga. Good inside run there by Eleanor Plum King. Winiata with the dummy. There's no one with her. She wants support. Pick and go. Sturmy finding Olsen Baker. It's Te Uarangi Olsen Baker. Bert Polai. Stolen, turned over by Otago.
Oh, there's got to be a card here. Too many penalties. Yeah, there it goes. With 4 minutes to go, Otago's going down to 14. Not releasing. Professional foul, she's saying, the referee.
So Manawatu, tap and go. They must score. 4 minutes remaining. Another penalty. They'll tap and go again. Winiata out wide. There's an opportunity for King. King with the offload and intercepted. How many of those have we seen today? Counter ruck by Manawatu. Now a run down the right flank by Hill. And now a penalty for Manawatu. It's not over yet.
Oh, well, desperation for both teams on attack and defence, isn't it?
As Lush taps it quickly. Finds Tavake. Winiata. They spread it wide. Now it's with Davis. Davis is over! Davis is over, and Manawatu are still alive in this one.
Oh, it was coming, wasn't it? The desperation from the Otago team, but here it comes through the hands. Winiata, good face ball on the outside there by Sturmey, and boom! Maya Davis off the right-hand side. She's been looked good since she's come on. There's only like 4 minutes to go.
It'll be a quick kick, you'd think, from Winiata here. Time not on Manawatu's side at the moment. The kick is good.
There you go, the legend, just the GOAT, just pops it over like there's no tomorrow. 27-26, 2 minutes to go with the yellow card. We've had everything here today.
Strap yourselves in. There's a minute and a half to go. Otago only ahead by 1 point, but they're down one player. It's 15 against 14. Manawatu have just scored. They can sense it. They've got a little bit of momentum here. Joseph with the restart. She goes long and high. It's with Say. Bumps off one. Bumps off another one, but in comes Cunningham. Winiata points to the left. The general leading play, a kick, interesting decision. Joseph kicks it back. Winiata scampering across. She now has to run it from her own line. Winiata in her 100th match. Finds support. Olsen Baker. Olsen Baker still going. They pat it on. It's play on. Manawatu on the right-hand side. They're running it away. Here's Mete. Past one. Can she beat Hume? It's Holly Ray Mete. I can't believe it. The Manawatu Cyclones have come back from the dead.
Oh, that is what you call a match, Mete. What, Manakura Alamanda, look at this, great here. And it looks like one big fend on there, and she just takes off. Cunningham just couldn't draw it in, but I thought Hume had her, but still Mete all the way.
We told you all to strap yourselves in. There was still a minute and a half left on the clock. At Manawatu, it was Salika Winiata from your own goal line, starting the play from left to right, finding Holly Ray Mete on the outside. She had a lot of work to do, and Cherie Hume tried her very best. But in the end, it was Holly Ray Mete who got herself on the scoreboard and has probably won it for Manawatu and Salika Winiata's 100th match.
Wow, way to finish. Way to finish, dear Salika Winiata. Take a bow. Can I tell you what? You took the second half by the scruff of its neck, and you made sure that you led her like a legend should. What a great game. What an absolutely fantastic game by Salika Winiata.
Well, Otago are stunned, but Manawatu Cyclones, you can never count them out. They win this one in a thriller, 31 points to 27.